Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out EXO's CHANYEOL, who has a double feature actually. There was a music video that was released 5 days ago and one from yesterday, as of me recording this reaction at the very least. Happy Accident featuring Soul, and then Upside Down. I believe that one is a pure solo song without any features. Very excited about this one. Already by the aspect ratio, I'm kind of like hyped because I know that it's going to be a little bit different, which is, I don't know if it's weird or not to be excited by aspect ratios, but at the same time, I already know that we're about to get ourselves into something really, really special. So without further ado, we're starting off with Happy Accident. Oh, okay. Okay, bullet time, that... 마치 정지되는 장면 속 눈을 뗄 수 없던 우리들 우연 일리 없는 첫 만남 약속 같았던 그 순간 꿈에 안겨오는 날 볼 때 시간마저 멈춘 것 같아 너로 인한 벅찬 감정에 이내 또 다른 날 발견해 작은 손을 꽉 잡아 네 체온인 날 You know what I like about this is how literal the metaphor of the butterfly is, because butterfly symbolize like transformations, new beginnings, journeys, and whatnot, as it literally takes him for like this journey outside of his house. That's pretty cool. So the butterfly is the romantic interest. Happy accident, you're right. Happy accident, you're right. Happy accident. 조금 낯설었던 것 같아. 혼자 아닌 우리라는 말 스쳐가주길 바라면서 난 사실 기다리고 있었어. 맘에 스며든 온기 금세 Yo, he's literally in the back seat, taking a back seat to her as she takes him on a journey. Yo, the vocals are beautiful. Love that pen. That was beautiful. Damn, that was such a fun, wholesome vibe. Like the music video itself is very minimalistic, but again, it felt like such a nostalgic. I don't know if it's a thing because of the aspect ratio, the way it was shot, the graininess of the footage, or just like the fact that it's, there's no technology in sight. There's just, an old school car, there's a butterfly, and like this beautiful, garden, which is kind of like this heaven that I ended up on due to this happy accident. Like the metaphors are so freaking cool, with the butterfly symbolizing new beginnings, transformations. You made me a different version of me, someone that I didn't even know I could be. I took a back seat as he's literally being driven, and then he takes control of the car because the feelings were reciprocated. It's a happy accident for both of us, not just for me but for you as well. It's beautiful. Like, it definitely makes me think of like a lot of movies in which kind of like the relationship is between two people that you would never expect, and something happened that you least planned, and it was like legitimately, literally an accident. The vocals are beautiful, especially when CHANYEOL and Seoul were singing together. Like, the harmony was absolutely gorgeous. She has a very wholesome, very, beautiful, almost like a bit of a like husky kind of vocals that feels like a bit of a warm hug, if that makes sense. It was overall like a really wonderful music video that I really, really enjoyed, and it just, definitely a song that makes you wish for happy accidents like this. Well, that's a little bit different. Oh, shit. You can be the goat. It's still burning. What? Electrocuted due to unsafe appliance use. Okay. I'm like, he's gonna pull it and knock it. Oh shit. Oh.
스스로 적어둔 dirty blacklist. I was sick, no doubt 지독했지. 위로 방황해 거지같이 다 지난 후에 소용없어 이미 이 세상에서 다 지워지고 싶어. 아니 완전 다 잊히는 건 싫어. 흔적 없이 사라지고 싶어. 아니 한 번 더 살아내고 싶어. 다시 살고 싶어. Down, I just wanna lie. 죽지 않은 모든 게 다 그대로야.
Oh boy.
Everything is upside down. I just wanna lie.
Yeah, definitely don't throw yourself out of the window. Holy shit. That was such a fun song. So different from a happy accident. That is not a happy accident. My boy cannot catch a break. So going on online, apparently CHANYEOL said that feeling upside down actually means I'm a mess right now. And he also talks about how when he first heard the song, it felt like being electrocuted. Thrilling and intense. I really wanted to take on the challenge of performing it. I often listen to it while working out, and it became like an energetic workout buddy. These days, I work out almost every day, especially during cardio like running. I sometimes want to quit and wonder, why am I doing it? That's when he was asked if he has ever experienced any upside down feelings in daily life. But when I finish the workout, I set as my goal, I feel accomplished and say I did it again today. That's when I feel upside down. I also found that the lyrics, it was said, express a fervent determination to never give up, even in the face of seemingly impending world-ending hardships, which is why everything is upside down. And he constantly kind of like gets electrocuted, and he constantly shocks himself. He constantly there's like a different version of him that it feels like there's all these different versions of CHANYEOL that want to do different things, that want to find that balance because everything is so fucking upside down, and I just want a life. I felt like that line is so good, and it's so relatable because I feel like we all kind of like feel like everything feels a little bit upside down, and you just want to find balance. You just want to find something to do to make yourself feel whole, set a goal, do something. And it was kind of funny how he suddenly finds that guitar, right, and he starts playing it, and he gets kicked out, almost like being kicked out for wanting to express yourself in a way, even though in the context he's actually kind of like causing a ruckus in a way, being a little rascal, so to speak. But he gets thrown out of the store, constantly gets elected. It's almost like life always shocks you, literally and figuratively. And he keeps on trying to fight it, and he keeps on trying to find peace, even though he's kind of like almost like pleading towards the end. He's kind of like very desperate, and he still gets shocked. So it's like, no matter what you do, never stop being yourself and trying to better your life, basically. And I love the fact that he brought on a goat in a way, like definitely makes you feel like he's the goat, or just, I do wonder, goats, is there a special symbolism? Goat symbolism. Let's see. Goat symbolism is multifaceted. Yeah. Representing traits like determination, independence, and resourcefulness, but also concepts like sacrifice, demonic force. Yeah, I now remember the goat blood stuff. Okay. In different cultures, goats are seen as sacred, associated with prosperity, wisdom, and divine provision. And there's obviously all kinds of like upside down, no pun intended, symbolisms to goats, which I feel like maybe it kind of like represents both in a way, both the good and the bad. There's mountain goats, which in particularly symbolize the ability to overcome challenges and endure difficult conditions. Also, resourcefulness. Goats are often seen as resourceful and adaptable, able to thrive in harsh environments. I mean, talk about a harsh environment, literally getting electrocuted 10 times over. That I would consider that as a harsh environment. There's also scapegoat. Don't let life make you its scapegoat. I'm not really sure. Continuously overcome the odds, even if you don't know what to do. Continue wondering. Continue kind of like chasing that white butterfly, so to speak, and wait for that happy accident, even though he's been through so many accidents already. But I love the fact that there's like different versions of him, and there's like this text almost as if he's like in a documentary show or something like that. As it almost makes it feel as if we're watching a movie and not necessarily just a music video. This song, and especially like the ending of him kind of like being a little mad, a little pissed off, obviously screaming his lungs out, as literally the text says, do not break down in the field. It's like no matter what life throws his way, and it seems like that was like the 6th time he was offed, basically, he never lets it actually kill him. So he's also kind of like fighting himself. If we look at this shot here, it's like different versions of him. They're kind of like fighting towards, what do I want to be? How do I want to be perceived in this world? And finding the guitar, doing something that is rebellious, being kicked out for doing what you love. There's all kinds of symbolisms that you can take from this music video. But what I love is like the rock vibe itself. It's incredibly energetic. It's filled with so much passion, and there's so much grit to this song as well. And like his demeanor, his vocals were absolutely awesome. The chorus, honestly, it sounds as if there's like 20 people chanting the chorus. It doesn't sound as if he's by himself. You know what I mean? It has a very anthemic vibe to it. And at some point in time, you see CHANYEOL, and there's a question mark. Like, we don't know what the fuck version of CHANYEOL this is by this point, So it's like there's so many different versions of him. that he doesn't even know who he is himself. There's like, it's almost like representing the different things that he wants to be or the different routes that he wants to take. I feel like the song is definitely kind of like speaking to someone who's like feeling a little bit stuck, but not necessarily willing to give up anytime soon. And I felt like he did a phenomenal job. Contrast is definitely the key word here between these two songs, because like my man went from like being wholesome and romantic and giving us some really lovely harmonies and like vocals to then just giving us a little bit of screams and like really giving us some attitude with this one. And I really appreciate it, because this is definitely a genre that I absolutely adore. So he did a phenomenal job. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, as always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.